Well, my brief weekend in Niagara Falls is over. Time to get back to work. Today's Sunday, so I got up, did my kettlebell thing outside in the parking lot. There was a patch of grass. Some woman was walking from the hotel entrance to her car, kept looking at me, you know, cute, early 50s, a la garçon, haircut, slim, and I couldn't understand like what she's looking at, right? And then I see the sun was like at a very interesting angle, like 45 degrees, and of course the kettlebell is black and shiny, and the rays were reflecting just right. It was mesmerizing. So she was looking at my kettlebell. No, lady, I have only one. So I got back to the room and brought with me the powder. So now I'm making my morning breakfast. And the weather was great. The falls looked good yesterday. Lots of people. It was so busy. Kind of like I watched this last video of Casey Neistat where he goes to Coney Island. It was like this here, only without the beach. Even though I do think I saw one guy trying to dive into the falls, but somebody stopped him. So most people were trying to stay away from the water. And this baby has 25 grams of protein, like 4 grams of fiber. This one is much better than the white one I had before. Tastes good even with water. And by the way, today is the last day of my not the last day, but yeah, the last day of the week 2 of my weight loss. It's going well. I feel I'm losing weight. I feel great. I probably lost, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I just had to switch the protein mix because I am allergic to lactose, you know, to milk, and I thought that whey protein would be fine because there's no lactose in it. There's no sugar. When you look at the label, there's no sugar, and lactose is a form of sugar. But eventually it caught up with me. Basically my body couldn't take it anymore, so I switched to all vegan. I'll show you the barrel when I get back to the car. And let me show you my gear, because people keep asking me about this. My bag, the same bag I took to Moscow when I went to visit my family. So now we're shooting with a GoPro. And by the way, thanks to everybody for the tips about it. Never happened to me before because my previous GoPros died before the cards died, so I did not know that this is possible, that the GoPro can outlast the card, you know, which is a surprise. But turns out it was the problem with the card, with the memory card. So I went to, when I was getting this new camera, I asked if they had any memory cards, and the guy said, yeah, sure, micro SD, okay. I got it, 32 gigs, put it in, it started working, no problems, doesn't shut off, you know. So yeah, it was the memory card. It was too many write erase cycles. So now I think I'm gonna, you know, keep recording maybe till I have like, I don't know, 10-15 movies in there, and then erasing it, because I was erasing every day pretty much, you know. But Yeah, and my second camera that I use pretty often is the one in my smartphone, LG G4, and the quality is amazing. This one even shoots in 4K, which I rarely use because the files are huge, you know. But unbelievable. Like phones now is, and I have a special frame, right? I can put it on the same tripod. I have a little frame that this thing goes like this, and I can turn it to myself. And then now, ta-da! I have this beauty. This is Nikon D750. The third one I own. I keep selling them and then coming back to them, but this is the best camera. You know, like the best balance between performance and price. And I know lots of people use it for photography. I got it paired with a Sigma 24-105 f4. And if you look at the pictures yesterday, that's what I took. So I got my mic in here, Rode. I just got this thing, very useful for lenses. Then I got the hood, and then I have this thing, just a new strap. Very nice, goes over your shoulder. It's like a sling. Actually, I got a box here. It's a Black Rapid. They're not paying me, I'm just saying this. I never tried this before. Basically goes over your shoulder with a very nice padded strap in here, and then the camera basically rides on your hip, you know, like this, and the strap is connected to the bottom. You know, very useful. You don't feel the weight at all. And then there would I have a charger, something, and then here I have this thing I use to clean the lens. That's another thing for the lens, and this little fabric to clean the lens, some pens. That's it. That's all I got. And I appreciate you guys not giving me a hard time again about photography, because I said this before and I'll say this again, that everybody needs a hobby, you know, whether it's fishing, hunting, I don't know, photography. But you know, you go outside, you forget about, you know, your work, you know, and it's really great to enjoy something creative. You know, while I'm on the street, I'm no longer happy with just sneaking a picture of somebody when they're not looking. I want to see the face. I want to see some interesting situation, preferably something funny, you know, like newspaper photographers always say, tell a story, right? So there should be something interesting. Like I liked there's a bunch of those funny figures, you know, like sculptures, right? The deer, and then the scary guy from the movie, what's his name? Anyway, like the clown, right? That bad clown. And it's interesting to see when people come over and they look at them, right? And you can capture their reactions, and I really enjoyed that. And especially in black and white, you know, it looks good. And so yeah, weight loss. So this I wanted to mention again, that week 1, week 2. So now tomorrow my diet changes, because it was the strictest for the first 2 weeks of this 6-week program. So today is the last day of week 1, week 2. So that's like part 1. So tomorrow, part 2 begins, where I'm not supposed to do any shakes. I just eat, you know, proper food, high protein, high fat, pretty much no carbs, you know, lots of veggies, fiber, stuff like that. Okay, let's hit the road. By the way, here's the spot where I exercised. It was okay. Nobody bothered me. By the way, here's my new protein. I see 25 grams of protein. It's all plant-based. 4 grams of fiber, so no, it's all out of rice and peas. But this is so much better. I mean, at least for me. You know, it feels like a complete meal, you know. So I'm gonna take it with me. I bought this big one yesterday when I came back from US. No, Friday, right? Friday. Yeah, I bought that one, the big one, even though I only have like 2 days left in my week 2, and I don't have to take them anymore. But I bought this because, you know, in the morning I don't feel particularly hungry, so I just usually just grab you know, a protein bar. But the ones I like, they're like $3 US, so it's better to get this. This was expensive too, but it's 2 kilos, you know, like 4 pounds of that stuff. It'll last me for a month, you know. And so the idea is, of course, you have to wash that bottle, shake bottle, right away, otherwise it get that stuff, then it's very hard to clean after. So, you know, I can go in the morning when I go to the truck stop, just take that powder with me a little bit and add some water, because this one you have to add to the water, not before. This one does not mix as well as the whey protein. So if you put it before in the empty cup, in the empty bottle, and then add water, it will not mix properly. So yeah, that's going to be my breakfast. I like this stuff, you know, tastes good, easy to make, why pay extra, you know, and it's good for you. So, and by the way, that's my kettlebell accompanying me wherever I go. So now I just need to program my destination and I will be on my merry way. It's Queen Elizabeth Way, a freeway that'll take me home to Cambridge, but I'll have to jump on Highway 6 and 403 at some point. And from here it's 117 kilometers, or just over 75 miles to my truck. And I'm in Cambridge. But before I get to my transport truck and start trucking on this nice Sunday late morning, I gotta make 2 stops. I need water for the road, and I need to buy some, you know, some small pieces of lumber to put under the drilling bits or knives of this machine I'm picking up in Minnesota. Water, check. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I was hoping to find some short blocks, like, you know, 6x6 or 8x8, maybe a couple of feet long, but I don't see anything. It's all on boards, and I don't want to wait. And I'm pretty sure they're not gonna cut them. Like the biggest I see is 4x4. I think I saw a bigger one on the outside, but this is not what I'm looking for. I think I'll have to come up with a. I'll have to improvise at the loading site. All right, I moved the stuff from the car to the truck. Okay, I think I should add a bit of oil. And this thing, power steering. Okay, it looks good. That's what they said it should be. It should be somewhere around over there. It doesn't have to be full, otherwise it starts evaporating. Everything looks good. And I'm using a Rotella T6. That's what in my engine right now. That should do it. Now the last thing I need to raise this bar and secure it with a strap. That's what I now do. I cut it. It's like custom length now, so no messy endings to deal with. All right, what we do is just go like this, and the guy was right. I already did it before. This thing did not move. It only needs a little bit of effort, you know, just to, and this strap is more than adequate. I didn't do it last time I unloaded because everybody was in a rush. And that's it. That's all you need. That's how little it takes to keep that thing in position. So now I don't have to worry about this until I break the trailer to load that machine. And what I'm picking up is one of those wheeled, not tracked, wheeled. It's a wheeled pulverizing machine. I did this one. I'm pretty sure I did it before. It's pretty heavy. It's like around, I forgot, 76,000 pounds, and it had those drilling bits. I don't remember if it was this trailer or the different trailer, but there was like a big dip in the metal where that cutting bit was sitting. They're so sharp, it's not even funny. Now, if I could only get to 401 through all this construction.
Turn right, Franklin Boulevard. Then, bear right, Highway 401, westbound, towards Longton.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. Well, actually, it's not too bad. For some reason, the tendency recently in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada, has been to replace a lot of intersections. Like, instead of lights, we now have these. And this road was closed for probably like 4 months. There's a huge hole in here. So, Minnesota, here I come. 1,590 kilometers to my shipper, which in American terms is 993 miles. But the load pays good, might just as well. Welcome to the USA.